Hello guys, welcome back again to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about solar energy.
Solar energy is definitely the future. It is a renewable and clean, inexhaustible power source that converts sunlight into electricity or thermal energies for heating, cooling, and powering home or businesses. And you'll definitely agree with me that a full solar installation is not complete without the panels. The panels are typically made of silicon, converting sunlight directly into electricity DC, which is then converted into AC electricity by the inverter for home uses. The inverter also helps charge your battery. The purpose of the battery is to store energy for you to be useful when the sun is down. And the two types of inverter that I know of are the hybrid inverter and the non-hybrid inverter. I'm going to show you guys a clear example of how both inverters are installed so you can see the clear difference between both of them. Now this right here is a full installation with a non-hybrid inverter. Right over there is the charge controller. So you basically need a charge controller if it is a non-hybrid inverter, and this is a hybrid inverter installation. The inverter doesn't need a charge controller. An hybrid inverter combines a solar inverter battery charger and grid manager into one unit, allowing a smart energy management, whereas a non-hybrid inverter only converts DC to AC power for backup, requiring a separate charge controller for solar integration. So what that basically means is that if you are getting a non-hybrid inverter, which is considered less expensive comparing to the hybrid inverter, you're going to be getting a charge controller separately for the non-hybrid inverter, whereas the hybrid inverter, you don't need a charge controller because it's already built in. Now regarding the choice of battery, there are three types of batteries that I know of. There's the gel battery, the tubular battery, and there's the lithium battery. The lithium iron phosphate battery, or the Life PO4, or the tubular battery, which is the open flooded lead acid battery, they are the two common battery you'll find pretty much everywhere. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few differences between these two energy storage devices, which are essentially your battery.
I appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and that's when we're going to be supporting this channel to bring more contents like this to you, more related contents like this to you in the future. And as well, drop your comments in the comment section. I'd like to know your thoughts.
First of all, let's talk about the price, the budget of these two energy storage devices. If you want to get one for yourself, the price is something you definitely want to consider first. In this case, the lithium battery is by far more expensive than the tubular battery. Comparing both batteries' price, the lithium battery is by far more expensive. And if you have to convert the value of a lithium battery into a tubular battery, it's going to give you at least 4 batteries in terms of the energy consumption. So that's the reason why one lithium battery is by far more expensive compared to tubular battery. One lithium battery is stronger than 2 or 4 tubular battery put together, depending on the battery capacity, of course. So if you're on a budget, you can either go for smaller solar generators that have small lithium batteries in them, or you can go for the good old-fashioned tubular batteries. Now I'm going to give you a clear difference of their prices. This tubular battery right here costs around 500,000 naira, while this lithium battery right here costs around 550,000 naira. So basically this one lithium battery can actually get you 2 of those tubular battery, and the price of the lithium battery can go higher depending on the size and the capacity of the storage device. So this brings us to the second difference between these two storage devices, the size difference. Obviously, the lithium battery will not consume a lot of space, so if you have limited space, the lithium battery is the right way to go. The tubular battery will definitely consume more space compared to the lithium battery. This particular lithium battery you see right here is the same thing as having 2 of this tubular battery. Sometimes it's even stronger than the 2 tubular batteries. So for that reason, if you have limited space, then the lithium battery is the right way to go. Looking at this particular setup, you get to see that the tubular battery actually takes more space compared to the lithium battery. Now take a look at this lithium battery setup. You see the amount of space it consumes. So if you don't want your installation to eat up a lot of space, then you definitely have to consider going for the lithium batteries. Now another difference is the weight of these two batteries. The lithium battery is considered lightweight comparing it to the tubular battery. So if you're probably not well fed, you might find it difficult. You're definitely going to find it difficult lifting the tubular batteries, but the lithium battery, you can lift it up with ease. It is heavy, but not just as heavy as the tubular batteries. So the fact that the lithium battery weighs less compared to the tubular battery, to me, I'll say that's another advantage for the lithium battery right there. Now let's look at the DOD, the depth of discharge on these two batteries. How much energy can you possibly drain out of this battery? I think that's something a lot of you guys are curious to know about. As for the lithium battery, you can drain up to 95% of the energy stored in, but as for the tubular battery, you can drain up to 50% of the battery stored in. Draining more than that will actually affect the cells of this battery, so it is advisable to drain this certain amount of energy from these batteries. You go as far as 95% on the lithium battery, and the tubular battery you get to drain up to 50%. So if you are abusing this policy regularly, then it's definitely going to be affecting the cells of your battery. So the lithium battery essentially gives you more backup time than the tubular battery. The lithium battery is also considered more environmentally friendly compared to the tubular battery. While the lithium battery is charging, it doesn't emit some sort of gas or hydrogen, whereas it's not the same case for the tubular battery. When the tubular battery is charging, it emits some sort of gas or hydrogen into the atmosphere, which is considered not to be friendly because it is harmful to the human health. So what you have to do is that if you have space outside, then it is definitely better putting it outside, or if you have a place inside that is well ventilated, like windows close by, then you can actually put it indoors. Next, we're going to talk about the lifespan of these two batteries. How long are they going to last for you? As for the tubular battery, it can give you a minimum of 3,000 cycles, which is around 8 to 7 years. And as for the lithium battery, it gives you double. You get a minimum of 6,000 cycles, which is around 16 years, or in some rare cases 20 years lifespan. So that's clearly another difference between both batteries. Another clear difference is the charging speed. The lithium battery charges faster compared to the tubular battery. In those days when you don't have the availability of sunlight, you still get enough charge on your lithium battery comparing it to the tubular battery. So that's just the clear difference right there. Next, we're going to talk about maintenance. Now, as for the lithium battery, you don't need any form of maintenance, but it's a different case when it comes to the tubular battery. Number one maintenance is you have to hydrate the battery. So after 6 months, it is expected that the electrolyte level of the tubular battery will definitely go down. So it is expected that you fill it up. The reason why it goes down is because during charging, this battery emits some sort of gas into the air. So that is why the electrolyte usually goes down, and it is expected of you to fill it up. So you definitely need to hydrate the battery by filling in still water. So it is important that you monitor that, because if the battery goes below the threshold, then it becomes a problem. When you fail to do this, it automatically exposes the plate and damage the cells of the battery. Now that's one maintenance for the tubular battery. The second maintenance is cleaning up the terminals, because there's definitely going to be some corrosions around that area. It is important that you clean the terminals, because if you fail to do so, there's going to be some restriction of free flow of current. Once you finish cleaning up the terminals, you apply some petroleum jelly. That's going to get it cleaned up properly. Now let's look at the effects of these two batteries being on the standby mode. For instance, you're going to be away for a while. Like for instance, if you're going to be out of town, probably 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, what effect will it have on your battery? What are the implications? Like if you're not there charging up your system for a long time, what are the implications? As for the tubular battery, it's definitely going to suffer if you're not around charging it for a very long time. It is just going to damage the battery, because the battery needs to be in constant charging and discharging. Otherwise, it's going to suffer. So as for the lithium battery, it's not the same case. You can actually take a long trip, and your lithium battery is still going to be in good condition when you arrive. So being on standby mode for a while doesn't really affect the lithium battery. When you come back, you power your system on, then you're back to business, you're good to go. Now let's talk about BMS, the battery management system. The lithium battery has a pre-installed BMS, which allows the battery, to organize itself. Basically means it allows the battery to discharge uniformly and charge uniformly. So the battery management system in the lithium battery ensures that all the batteries in it last longer. The lithium battery comes as a full system, sometimes as 24-volt system or 48-volt system, with a pre-installed battery management system on the inside. But for the tubular battery, you most likely need to get an external equalizer for the tubular batteries. And another difference is that the wirings on the lithium battery are a lot more neater compared to the tubular battery. On the lithium battery, the cables are more organized. Moving one cable from one end to another is more organized compared to the tubular battery, which is a whole different thing entirely. On the tubular battery, you're going to have a lot of wires traveling from one battery terminal to the other. And it becomes even worse when you have a parallel connection. That way you have a lot of wires in view, Now, another disadvantage of the tubular battery is that if you find one of the cells on the tubular battery to be faulty, it is going to affect the overall performance of the battery. Whereas on the lithium battery, when there's a damaged cell, you can replace it, but it's not the same case for the tubular battery. You don't enjoy that luxury on the tubular battery, because if same thing happens to the tubular battery, you will have to replace the entire battery. So that's another advantage for owning the lithium battery. You just have to open up the battery and locate the damaged cell and have it replaced. So now let's look at the efficiency between these two storage devices, the lithium battery and the tubular battery. The lithium battery is considered more better compared to the tubular battery. You get more time on the lithium battery. It eats less space compared to the tubular battery. Most times it weighs less and it requires no maintenance. So in this video, we've been able to achieve the fact that lithium batteries are more better compared to tubular battery. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Until next time, peace and love.